Welcome to APR Supply's Tech Tips for the Pros. Today we're going to be testing the contactor of the condensing unit. This will be both high and low voltage, so we will be disconnecting the high voltage power for safety. The tools you need for this will be a good quality multimeter. We're using the Fieldpiece SC680. You'll need a flathead screwdriver and a nut driver to gain access. Open the access door on the side of the condensing unit. We're going to test the contactors. And first we're going to look for 24 volts. We have it disconnected, so obviously we won't find any 24 volts right now. Justin's going to move the wire into position, which will close the contactor. Because we heard the contactor close, we know we have applied control voltage across the coil. If the contactor had not closed, we can verify the condition of the coil using a resistance test. First, remove the blue control wire. We'll set our meter to ohms, which is resistance, and we'll place one lead on each side of the contactor coil. We should see between 10 and 20 ohms resistance through the coil. Now we will go to the high voltage tests. You will have to put the disconnect back in first. Be careful, as there will be live high voltage in this system. Take one meter lead and place it on the L1 terminal and check to ground. You should have 120 volts on your screen at this point. Next, take the meter lead and place it on L2 to ground. You should also have 120 volts on your screen. And we'll check power from line 1 to line 2. This should be approximately 240 volts. Now we're going to come up through to the top two screws, or the top 2 points where we took the screws out. We're going to test there. We should still have the same 238. In review, if there's no control voltage to the contactor, the problem is in the control system. If there's no high voltage coming to L1 and L2, the problem is in the power supply. If there's no power to T1 and T2, the contactor will have to be replaced. Thank you for watching APR's Tech Tips for the Pros. Hope to see you again soon.